The transfer rumor mill is spinning at breakneck speed as Chelsea and Newcastle United go head-to-head in a high-stakes race for the Bundesliga standout Karim Coulibaly. This young defender has captured the attention of top-tier scouts, but a recent muscle injury and shifting valuations at Werder Bremen have left his future wide open. We are breaking down why these two Premier League giants are playing a dangerous game of patience with one of Europe's most promising teenage talents.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Big updates are coming out of Stamford Bridge as Chelsea manager Rosenior confirms that Enzo Fernandez is officially back in the mix and ready to face Manchester United this weekend. The team news does not stop there, because we have the latest on Captain Reece James and the recovery timeline for Trevoh Chalobah. Plus, we are tracking the critical progress of Levi Colwill as he prepares to take a massive step forward in his return from a long-term injury. Tensions are reaching a boiling point in one of London's most exclusive neighborhoods, where residents are sounding the alarm over the expansion plans for the Royal Marsden Hospital. While the hospital, famous for treating the Princess of Wales, argues that this 7-story extension is essential to modernize cancer care, local homeowners claim the construction will lead to dust, noise, and plummeting property values. It is a clash between vital public health infrastructure and the interests of local residents. Incoming Chelsea winger Geovany Quenda has officially returned to the pitch for Sporting, but his performance against Arsenal in the Champions League is already raising serious questions among the fanbase. After spending months recovering from a long-term injury at Chelsea's Cobham base, the 18-year-old's underwhelming cameo has sparked a debate about his immediate readiness for the Premier League. We are analyzing the stats and the pressure building on manager Rosenior as he navigates a challenging season. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Ever wonder what happens when a rising star's trajectory suddenly hits a massive speed bump? Right now, the Premier League's elite are watching that exact drama unfold in Germany. We are talking about Karim Coulibaly, the 18-year-old Werder Bremen defender who has Chelsea and Newcastle United locked in a high-stakes standoff. But here is the kicker. His path to a mega-money move isn't just about talent anymore. It's about timing, injury luck, and a whole lot of calculated risk. Despite a muscle injury that sidelined him and stalled his momentum, scouts haven't looked away. That brief cameo in a 3-1 loss to Cologne was all they needed to see. He displayed a level of maturity that is frankly rare for a teenager playing in a top-5 league. Still, the market is a fickle beast. Werder Bremen was originally eyeing a €45 million payday, but with his recent absence, that valuation has suddenly become as fluid as a transfer deadline day rumor. It creates a fascinating dilemma for the scouts at Stamford Bridge and St. James Park. For Chelsea, this fits their blueprint perfectly, hoarding elite youth talent before they become household names and cost triple the price. For Newcastle, it is a bit more complicated. Do they need a project player or someone who can help them chase European glory right now? As Coulibaly gears up for a crucial showdown against his former side, Hamburger SV, the world is watching to see if he can reassert his dominance. If he shines in these final matches, he might just spark a bidding war. If he falters, those scouts might keep their wallets firmly in their pockets. What do you think? Is he a future superstar worth the gamble, or should these clubs look for a more proven commodity? Drop your take in the comments below, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the transfer market, and remember, in the world of football, the best deals aren't always the biggest ones, but the ones made at exactly the right moment. Are Chelsea finally turning a corner as they prepare to host Manchester United? The stakes couldn't be higher at Stamford Bridge this weekend, and Rosenior just dropped some massive updates that could change the complexion of this high-stakes clash. With the pressure mounting in the hunt for Champions League qualification, the Blues desperately need to snap their recent slump, and the return of a key midfield engine might be just the spark they need. Rosenior confirmed in his pre-match presser that Enzo Fernandez is officially back in contention. He noted that Enzo has been training exceptionally well, showing the kind of application that suggests he is ready to jump straight back into the fire against a third-placed United side. It is a huge boost, but the news doesn't stop there. We are also getting closer to full strength with Trevoh Chalobah finally back on the grass, albeit in a modified capacity, while Captain Reece James remains a bit further out. But perhaps the most exciting update concerns Levi Colwill. After a grueling long-term recovery from his knee ligament injury, the young defender is finally ready for the next phase. Rosenior confirmed that Colwill is set to log minutes with the under-21s in a behind-closed-doors friendly this Friday. It is a smart, measured approach. The boss wants him at 100% match fitness before throwing him back into the Premier League fray, and frankly, that is exactly the caution you want to see for a player of his potential. Can this influx of returning talent provide the momentum Chelsea need to salvage their season? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for all the latest updates from the bridge. After all, in a season defined by challenges, it is often the return of your leaders that defines how you finish. Imagine living in one of the world's most prestigious postcodes, only to find that your morning coffee is being overshadowed by a giant construction crane. That is the reality sparking a fierce, headline-grabbing battle in Chelsea, London, where the neighbors of the world-renowned Royal Marsden Hospital are up in arms. But here is the kicker. This isn't just any hospital. It is the facility that recently treated the Princess of Wales, and it is now at the center of a tug-of-war between life-saving medical advancement and the sacred sanctity of property values. The Royal Marsden, a pioneer in cancer care since 1851, has proposed a massive 7-story extension. The goal? To boost capacity by 50% and drag its aging infrastructure into the 21st century. It sounds like a no-brainer, right? Well, not if you live next door. Residents have been distributing flyers with a blunt warning. Object now. They are citing nightmare scenarios of 5 years of construction dust, relentless noise, and a loss of sunlight that they claim will leave their luxury homes feeling like they are trapped in a concrete box. One homeowner went as far as putting it in writing, claiming the expansion would make their townhouse unviable and slash its market value. It is a classic not in my backyard scenario, but with the highest possible stakes. On the other side of the fence, you have housing advocates and medical supporters arguing that we simply cannot afford to stall. Figures like Kane Emerson from the YIMBY Alliance are pointing out a harsh truth. Britain needs this infrastructure. Every month of delay means fewer beds, fewer diagnostic facilities, and quite literally, fewer lives saved. It creates a fascinating, if uncomfortable, moral dilemma. Do the tranquil views and financial interests of a few wealthy residents outweigh the critical need for a world-class cancer center to expand? For many patients who have benefited from the Marsden's care, the answer is an emphatic no. They view the project as a lifeline. So what do you think? Is this just a case of wealthy NIMBYism ignoring a public health necessity, or should residents have the final say on the skyline of their own streets? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. This debate is far from over. And if you want to keep up with more stories that challenge the status quo, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Because at the end of the day, we have to ask ourselves, are we building for the future, or are we just protecting the past? Is the hype around Chelsea's latest transfer target already starting to fade before he even officially arrives? Chelsea fans have been buzzing about Sporting's teenage sensation Geovany Quenda, but his latest appearance might just be a reality check. The 18-year-old, who has actually been rehabbing his recent injury at Chelsea's own Cobham facility, finally got back on the pitch during last night's Champions League clash against Arsenal. But let's just say his return wasn't exactly a highlight reel. He clocked in 25 minutes off the bench, and the Portuguese outlet Abolis didn't pull any punches, slapping him with a brutal 3 out of 10 rating. They described his performance as a grey installment, noting that he clearly lacks rhythm and simply added little to the game. When you look at the raw numbers, the picture stays pretty bleak, just 11 touches, a failed cross, and struggling to make an impact. Now, to be fair, he has been out for 3 months, and expecting an 18-year-old to dominate against Arsenal after such a long layoff is a massive ask. But with Chelsea's current form spiraling, fans are getting nervous. We're seeing key players like Moises, Caicedo dip significantly in performance metrics, and there's growing talk that the club is falling into a Ten Hag-style trap regarding their management stability. It begs the question, Is Quenda the future star Chelsea needs, or just another young talent entering a system that is currently struggling to get the best out of anyone? I want to hear from you. Are you worried about this trend, or should we cut the kids some slack? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for your daily dose of the latest Chelsea news and rumors. Sometimes, the biggest risks aren't the ones we see coming, but the ones we expect to save us.